This month's hitting tip is all about staying inside the baseball. So you'll hear a lot of coaches preach that to their team and talk about staying inside the baseball, but a lot of kids might not understand what that means or why it's vital to our swing. So a lot of kids, especially early on, it's comfortable for them to start extending their arms as soon as they start that turn into the ball, right? So what that does is it gets us out and around the ball, and we end up making contact with the outside half of that ball. Now, if I make contact and I'm perfectly on time and I make contact with the outside half, I can still smoke that ball to the left side of the infield. But the problem that arises is if I'm perfectly on time, I'll hit it. If I'm a little early and that ball hasn't got to me yet, it's gonna be off the end of the bat. If I'm a little late and that ball's beating me, it's gonna be all over my hands. So it basically gives me a 6-inch window to make really good contact in. Now, if I attack the inside half of the ball and keep my hands tight and really focus on extending through the baseball, that's gonna give me a bigger window to hit in and be more adjustable in my swing. If I'm perfectly on time and inside it, that's when we get that feeling when you almost don't even feel the ball leave the bat. And that's usually a ball that's driven hard somewhere. That's ideal contact, to be inside and on time. But the difference is, if I'm inside and on time, that's perfect. If I'm a little early, I can still get good barrel on that ball. I'm not in as strong a position body-wise as I would like to be, but I still give myself a really good chance to get a hit there. And then if I'm late and that ball's beating me, but I'm inside it, I stay in a really strong position body-wise, and I give myself a lot better chance. So by staying inside the ball, I have a lot bigger window to make contact in versus the outside. I buy myself a little short time. We know as a hitter, it's very difficult to be on time every single time. So would you rather have a 6-inch window to make contact in or a 2-foot window to make good contact in, right? So a good trick that I like to do with my hitters, every time I set a ball up on the tee, I'll set it up with the 2 seams facing backwards, and I want that hitter to work on hitting the inside seam rather than the outside seam. Work it into your training this week. Hope it helps.